Hello, folks. How are all of you doing out there today? How are all the peasants doing? How are you, commoners, way down there? For I am on my cloud of judgment yet again today. That's right. And I sit in the clouds on my throne above all of you. Like I said, how are you coping with my success? How's that going for all of you? Hopefully it's going well. But see, me, I just love being me. I love my life. It's all beautiful, man. You know, the only problem I have right now is that you all won't donate. That's right. Every show is a donation stream, and I need money. I got to get this money. I'm a content creator, and I survive off donations, and we need money, and we need it now. That's right. Batman needs money. Batman needs money. Batman needs money. Batman needs money. Money, 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 money. Batman needs money. Batman needs money. Who else will protect Gotham? Who else will protect Gotham? Give Batman a budget. Pay Batman to do his job. Donate. 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 Donate, peasants, commoners, minions. Do your job, which is to donate. You see the Cash App in the left-hand corner? See it right there? Looks real nice, don't it? It's a pretty cool name. Yeah, you're supposed to use it. Utilize the Cash App. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All these folks need a job. They need to stop living off of their government check. What the hell is that? You need a job, Billy. That's what you need. You need a job. All of you, go get a they asked their daddy, Daddy, what should I do? And Daddy said, go get a job, son. Need a job. Batman's got a job, but you don't. All you do is just sit around all day, Kevin. Kent, Kent Clark. All you do is just sit around in your blue clown suit and your costume. The hell got me on my finger? Oh hell no. But yeah, man, we need people to donate, bro. We need money. Batman needs financial backing, right? In order to do what I'm supposed to do, and you folks don't want to help. You want to just sit there doing absolutely nothing. I don't. Hey, bro. Hey, would you be able to help me out? Can you make a phone call for me real quick? All right. Yeah, I got somewhere to be, man. Trying to ask me to make a phone call, you know, try to help people, but this is not the phone express. I don't give my phone to nobody. Number one, I mean that's common sense, and I mean, you know, it just is what it is. It's all common sense, you know. That's why, you know, when you're dealing with certain individuals and people, man, I just get away from them. Feel me? You could just see what it is. It's clear as day. You know what I mean? Like I said, people really, really got to start choosing better company, making better decisions, right? Like, I'm all for helping people, but it has to make sense and it got to be the right people. That's the problem with the world and the problem with the internet, man. Too many people just get offended and focused on being offended. If you wasn't insecure, you wouldn't be offended. I hear a little doggy. Yeah, I don't do the whole can I borrow your phone or can I make a phone call? Like, I, you know, I just don't get it. I understand that, people are getting out of jail and stuff, and I get that, and I want to help, but like I actually do, and I'm the only one who does, and I've already done it, but like that's also not my job. You feel me? And I mean, like, there's plenty of places you can ask. There's plenty of places that you can make a phone call. I mean, it don't make no sense to use my cell phone. They got landline numbers, landline phones. They got landlines everywhere. You feel me? But like I said, at the end of the day, all I do is help people, man. Right? But yeah, man, we got to get people on board here, man. See, that's what I'm saying. People all want to ask me for things, but ain't nobody doing nothing for me. See, now the difficulty and the challenge is going to be getting through and getting by, right? So we can try to get to this check. I don't know how the hell this is going to work or I'm going to do it. I have no idea, literally. Like, you know, it's just crazy, bro. How, like I said, all these people, you can see what they're doing in front of all of you, and all y'all just let them do it. Don't none of y'all help. Don't none of you support. Don't none of you do nothing. And then they wonder why, you don't like them. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got 4,000 subs plus. I'm doing numbers. I should be doing mad views and digits. I have been. Stay consistently creating this next check. The next check's already going to be over 130. I bet you by today. Right? Doing great content. I got more videos I can edit, create, put out for today or whenever I feel like it. I mean, worked hard today, had a great day. Did 3 sets of 50 pull-ups in 3 different variations. The backwards grip, close grip, backwards grip farther apart, and the wide grip, forward grip. Did 50 for all 3 of them. What y'all don't get is that means I've gotten a lot stronger. That's a plateau. That's all good money. See, this is how I get my money. We get money. When we work out and train, we get money. I need to get me like a spokesperson like that guy from AND1 when he's like, oh, baby, Professor, hot sizzle. Like, the dude had a voice, man. He was the right guy for it, man. He was really good at what he did. He was a hype man like no other. Tony Yayo was all right with G Unit, but this guy with the AND1 street ball team, he really knew what he was doing. I mean, I've never heard anyone do it like him. He had a gift, seriously. And he's just what made the whole show. I mean, if it wasn't for him in the background, the stuff wouldn't be that exciting, and not as much, somewhat. But there was some good plays and stuff. But man, when that guy's announcing, it just makes it so much better, bro. And he's selective. Like, you can tell he's had practice because he's selective in how he announces and what he's talking about. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Like, I thought he was pretty cool, man. I wish I had a hype man like that. You know what I'm saying? For everything I do. But like, imagine Batman flying over rooftops. Oh, baby, the Batman. Like, I might have to have him do that or something at some point if I could figure out who he is, find him. You know what I mean? And talk to him. But yeah, man. Like I said, the basketball videos, street ball videos yesterday did numbers. Everything over here keeps doing numbers. I got a gift. The business is running well. It's efficient. Hold on. Everything is going well, man. You know what I mean? It's just like I said. this weird energy and weird vibe that, like I said, things were never like this. There was never none of that nonsense. None of these people have ever stopped me. They haven't even created a roadblock for me. Everything they've tried has failed, backfired, and always will. You understand? And I don't have time for people like that. And like I said, it's a federal lawsuit. See, I'm a grown man. I shouldn't have to deal with that. And everybody knows it. So it is what it is, man. I got God protecting me. I'm divinely protected. And like I said, people is just scared of me, man. That's really what it all comes down to, man. You know, they're fazed by my presence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see why, man. I'm a pretty scary guy, right? So, like I said, at the end of the day, it's just a compliment. You feel me? Because all your actions show that you're scared of me. See, that's the point. There's no way to get around that. So, thank you for the compliment. I didn't ask. I didn't need your validation. I understand. Trust me. Oh, I know. I know who I am. But none of you do. You don't know me. You don't know me from Adam. You ain't talked to me. We ain't never had a conversation. You never said one word to me. Not Tyree Sneed. I know who I am. You ain't talking to me. So, like I said, at the end of the day, we're just gonna keep on doing our thing, man. Feel me? We're gonna keep on winning. We're gonna keep on doing our thing. Keep on doing our thistle, right? And winning. You see this 18 gauge steel armor I got on, armor of God, right? I'm out here getting busy, doing the real thing. Right now, a little more towards the end of my day, man. We're pretty much done, right? Still working out because I'm carrying my stuff, whatever I get for the day, right? Just need money, man. We need people to donate, man. I got to keep that bank account positive, and it's going to be a challenge. I don't got much in there at all right now. So, because I just have to pay the phone, and my phone is fairly expensive. So, long story short, how did I put it? I mean, there's no option. We got to have people support, or I don't know. Batman's going to have to figure something out. I don't know what I'm going to have to do, but I'm going to have to figure it out. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy because all it is just trying to get to the next check. That's all. It ain't nothing else. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know, it just becomes what it is. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. Feel me? But yeah, it ain't difficult, man. None of this stuff is difficult. And like I said, all these people are the same. They don't have any consideration. It's just silly, man. People is literally silly. Feel me? I'm gonna keep on doing me, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep on taking it easy on myself and treating myself good and loving myself and being a human being, man. Y'all people, it's like I said, like when people want to act some way, it's just funny to me because people don't pull that stunt with me. People don't act no way with me. People act the way they have to. People do what I say and do what I tell them. They do what they have to around me. I'm not these other folks. I'm not a talker. You know what it is with me. You know how I'm coming. I ain't coming to do no talking. You already know what's good, man. That's what's crazy, bro. We got actual snitches on panels here, right? Actual snitches, like running around snitching. And then they got the audacity to go online and keep talking like they G'd up. Keep talking like they gangster. They feeling themselves? Huh. You feeling yourself, but you ain't got no real money. And you said out your own mouth that you're taking $5,000 losses. Everyone, no one's above reproach. We can talk about whoever the hell we want and do what we want. Son, right? You ain't nobody, bro. Everything they telling you is reality, bro. Don't nobody like him. I told you, he ain't got no friends. That dude is funny as hell. He wanted to get on a panel and talk about people are violating. Who's violating? People ain't running and telling. People ain't Soldier Boy running tell-ems. There's not one person on that panel that respects you. Like I said, that's what I said day one about you. I had already talked about you. I had already said, what business do you have with a boxing match. You don't know anything about a boxing match, bro. Said people are violating. How are people violating? I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you off all day. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. What you talking about? I promise that. You'll sit there and you'll listen like the rest of these folks. Yeah, no. A talk show host can talk about whoever and whatever he wants, bro. What you want is super corny. And I told you he's gonna have a jacket of being a soldier boy run and tell him, and ain't nobody gonna like him. And what did I say? It came true immediately. And they all listen to me. That's what's crazy. They all my biggest fans. And he don't get how much you did me a favor, Duke, because what you did in the process was expose yourself. And then in the process of that, well, you brought out the truth about me, that I'm a real G and a real gangster. You showed the biggest difference between real and fake. See, I don't have falling outs with people for no reason. I have falling outs with people because people are whack. Because what people are on is super whack. And it ain't right and it's cowardly. And I just don't affiliate or roll with cowards. You understand? Like the people I talk to, we got to be about something, man. And I try to be nice to people. I try to be respectful. I try to be a good friend to anybody I meet. But man, I mean, once I catch wind now that you on some weird behavior and trying to normalize it, yeah, I get away from you. I can't be affiliated with that at all. You know, y'all trying to treat YouTube like it's something else. It's just YouTube, man. YouTube ain't reality. Now, there's a lot of reality happening that's getting filmed and put on YouTube, but YouTube itself is not reality. So you just got to understand it just is what it is. People need to be more considerate, man. People need to start having some empathy for human beings. Like I said, just like all these people, they're all not going nowhere. They're all wage slaves, right? But yet they're all selfish and entitled and think they running something. I don't run nothing. None of you. You're all nobodies. Like, I don't get it. I don't even understand what is the rush and hurry for if none of y'all are doing nothing like this one right here. This is ridiculous, man. Like, as if anyone down here is making bread. All this is one of the poorest places in the nation. See what I'm saying? See, it just don't make no sense. And this is the problem with people is they just continue and continue in their ignorance and their weird behavior like it's the thing to do. I don't know where they do that at, bro. Me, when somebody gives me sound advice that makes sense and works, I listen to it. And if it helps me, I take what helps me. You understand? These people, they just never learn. And they're all over the place. They're down here. They're all over the country and the world. And y'all just aren't about nothing. Like, these people don't even have an identity. You got to watch the main character and you worried about weird stuff and nonsense for what? You worried about what I'm doing so much? See, that's the thing. Why would I have a conversation with you when you're just going to be unfair and what you're doing is illegal? See, you're not trying to approach me with respect. You're not trying to talk. What you're doing is clear as day and somebody sent you to do it. Right? So why would I put up with it? Much less go through that every day and endure something for no reason. And it's just so weird. They never learn. Never. I create a chat group or something. They try to go in there. I don't know what part of the law you don't understand, but y'all all need to get like a law book and read it because it is funny as hell, dude. Because the lawyer, when he sees that behavior, I'm going to show him. I'm going to step out of the room. I'm not getting exposed to that ever again now. Like, I'm done. And I'll just turn it on for him and say, here you go, you deal with it. You see how this feels. Real talk. I'll turn the computer or the phone on and say, I want you to tell me how it feels to see what they're doing and how they're talking to me and how they're literally committing felonies and following me around the internet because they just can't deal with me. They can't compete. How is that fair? I'm sorry, but what? See, what you don't get is somebody else is going to they're going to get to see what it feels like being in my shoes. And then I'm going to prove to the court, real talk, I can have a judge in a courtroom turn on a live stream, right? And pretend that they're me and see how y'all talk, right? And I can prove in a court of law to a judge with anyone, any decoy, right, who gets behind this phone. See, this is what y'all don't get. Y'all really messed up. I can prove the actual physical effect that it has and how it's literally impossible to withstand. Now, when somebody has to actually be on the end of this phone and go through what these people are doing electronically, they're going to be like, wow, what the hell? And I'm going to tell them, yeah, and I've been putting up with that and never put up with it. But I've been going through that and standing up to these people for about 2 decades. Now, can you imagine how strong I am? Like, bro, electronic means is way more serious than anything out here in reality. Way more. It has way more of an effect. Literally, that's the truth, because it gives cowards a way to do things and try to have an effect on someone, on whoever their target is, which is me in this case, right? While they hide behind a phone screen and a computer because they're cowards. You see the point? Oh, my whole case is going to get proved. And it's going to be just like up there in Green Bay when I had all these standoffs by myself. That's what happened, right? And sunned everybody and G-checked everybody. I don't know what these people are talking about. Y'all are so itching to say something about me. Like, bro, you're hilarious. Y'all know nothing about me. Nothing. Bro, I used to race. I used to race cars back in the day. You know how much stuff I've been in? You have no clue. Y'all is funny, bro. Like, I'm just telling you the truth. Y'all is really funny, bro. I've been outsmarting this system since I was born. This system is a joke. That's the truth. See, that's the thing. I'm not here for the system. I'm here to dismantle the system. Now, notice how that one dude who's a soldier boy running tell him had me all the way messed up and misconstrued. He tried to say, are you really going to come to New? Oh, is that a serious question, Duke? Is that a real question? Coming from a soldier boy running tell him. You know what it is, boy. What are you talking about, man? See, the dude is jealous. And you could tell when he said, oh, I saw the one video. What do you mean you saw the one video? I'm a legend out here, Duke. I run this network. You need to leave YouTube. If you're on my network, you have to watch me. You don't have a choice. Homie. What? Nah. Hey, let me give you a smart answer for a silly question. Right? Nah, I just trained. I trained and did the real thing down here for 2 years. I did all that just for no reason, bro. No, I'm not going to go to New York and do this. What? Oh, this was all just pointless. I just did it for fun and you know what's and giggles. Come on, dog. Oh, my goodness. But you not delusional? Proven fact. Next customer. If you delusion is not an edge. It's not a tactic. It means you're going to lose because you're easy to outsmart. That's why y'all stay playing yourself. You stay angry. You stay having relationship problems, right? Because what's that word? There's a word for it. What's it called? It's kind of like deficient, but it's a different word. Dysfunctional. They're dysfunctional. All of them. And they're all the same and they all act the same. I'm going to have to cross through here anyway because there's tons of water and it's literally like a lake and I got to get around it. I'm not going to go swimming right now. So, yeah, at the end of the day, it just is what it is. And it's going to be what it's going to be. And that's it. It's another weirdo. Like, all dude has to do is move up, bro. He can move up. He sees there's tons of water here. All you got to do is move up just a little bit. And then he sees me start walking. So he tries to like peel out. Like I said, it ain't nothing but jealous people down here and everywhere. It ain't nothing but the same people with no self-worth and no self-value. Why would that bother me? Cowards don't bother me. Y'all doing what I want you to do, exposing yourself. I told y'all day one a long time ago. Dang, oh 18-wheeler could barely stop. Their brakes sound messed up. I told y'all day one, I said, no, I'm trying to draw everybody out. I'm trying to get all you cowards to expose yourself. I got half y'all's legal names. And now it's my turn, and I'm not going to stop. Nope. Now it's my turn. See, at some point here, God is going to give me all the money and resources, and then it's my turn, and I'm going to win. You understand? All that internet stuff means nothing. You understand? Like, nah, what's goody? You feel me? Like I said, all these people, they already backed down online and in reality. They took the cop time. Why would we continue that? I'm not concerned about any of you folks, man. What? I'm a full-fledged celebrity. I got a beautiful life, a career. I got my future wife, Christina. She's going through stuff. She'll be okay. She'll get through it. She's going to get back to negotiating. She'll finish negotiating. And it's just crazy because the readings every day just keep sounding more and more close. Like, I don't know, it's right there talking about celebration and like, I don't know. I feel like it's going to happen like right now for some reason. I don't know. I mean, it's just God's time, and it feel like it would be now, not way later. I mean, you know, it can't take too long, man. It can't take this long, bro. I've been nothing but patient, man. I've been waiting for this for years now, more than 2 years. You know what I mean? It's got to come together, man. God's got to deliver, you know, and I believe He will, but it's just frustrating. It's just weird. Like, how long is this going to take, man? You know, like, I'm beyond ready, dude. Like, real talk, I'm really ready, you know, but, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know. We're going to have to figure something out. I always have faith, though, you know what I mean? I never lose my faith. I always have my faith. Everything is a test of your faith. And that's the thing. I got everyone against me, the whole world against me, all these people and factions I've defeated single-handedly. I'm building my own empire. I'm building God's kingdom on this planet. That's what all this is. It's God's kingdom, literally. That's what these people will never understand. While you all go to 9 to 5s, I'm literally building God's kingdom. Nobody's ever done this before. I am the vessel and beacon for God. So you just have to understand, we're not the same, man. I'm doing God's work. So anybody trying to come against me and come against that, well, guess what? They coming against God, right? So they evil. Evil, weak people are a joke. Y'all never win. You can't win because you gave in to fear. How are you going to win? There's no way to win. My life has always been beautiful. Everything for you sucks, right? I mean, you wish that you were me. You wish you looked like me. Like I said, that's between you and God, man. Seems like all y'all got a lot of issues and gripes with, you know, my other father, God. That's what it seems like. Just like He tells me, He said they treat you this way because of me. You understand? Because they've rejected God. See, they've rejected God. They've rejected the truth. And it's like, that's fine. But people, you know, I mean, it's just your decision. I mean, you can do what you like, but are you really winning anything? See, this is the thing with Batman. Batman don't have to always try to help the villains and explain to them reality. There was a lot of villains that got out of line and out of control and tried to say, oh, I'm doing what you won't do, Batman. You remember that? There's in the cartoons and everything. I'm doing what you won't do, Batman. I'm better than you. Right? Maybe at some point we might have people like that. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen when we get up to New York, man. I might be coming up against mutants in the sewer and crocs. I have no clue. This is real. This is not a cartoon. I'm the real thing. So, I mean, there might be some villains that start trying to go out in the street and, I mean, it's going to happen. There's going to be some villains, and there's going to be some villains that are trying to talk to me too. Watch, I can guarantee it. It's just common sense because they're all insane, and I'm going to continue to tell those villains that's not what happened. And again, you're out of your mind. See, that's the point. These people are all out of their mind. My whole gripe and issue is that nobody's done anything about it when they all could. Nobody's doing their job. Like, okay, that's fine. You know what I mean? Because it's just so hypocritical, because then when people have to protect themselves, there we go. He just said Batman, he was yelling it. When people have to protect themselves and defend themselves, right, like I've had to in the past, then they throw the book at us and act like we're wrong. When we begged and pleaded and asked people to do their job for decades and years and years. So now it's a public matter, and still nobody's doing anything. They have the legal names. The legal names are public. There's a honk. So what's the issue? Like, what? You don't need anything else. You need to do your job. But they don't. So no problem. Y'all all created Batman. You licensed Batman, just like Harvey Dent said. But Batman has to go about things the right way. That's the truth. And Batman has rules he follows anyway, so it's not a hard thing to do. That's why I don't understand those people. It's like what they really want. I think they don't want me to go ballistic and get mad so that they can say I'm like them or this, what, this and that. Hold on. That's what they try to tell you. There's another honk. That's what they try to tell you in the readings or in the videos. They try to say, well, they want you to get upset. You get upset anytime you want. That doesn't mean that you're anything you're not. What? There's nothing wrong with being crazy. This is a crazy world, man. What? You got to be crazy in this world. So I ain't worried about that. So, like I said, the people who look crazy when they do that are the narcissists, because you're sitting there trying to push people past their limits and prod them and talk to them some way, and you're committing felonies to do it. So you look out of your mind because you are, right? People who are in their right mind don't do stuff like that. That's why I've never done that to anybody, ever. I would never do that. Nobody deserves that. So like I said, I've been the victim the entire time when it comes to the internet. I don't play victim. I just really was. You feel me? And I'm going to keep on pressing forward and stand up for myself to whoever and do my job and do what I need to do. It's just that simple. I could care less who feels what way about it. You understand? It's that simple. Hold on. You all right? Good? See, I ask people how they're doing. They're all right. But he just said, yes, sir. But yeah, like I said, I mean, oh, there we go. We got a wave from a lady. But yeah, man, we going to keep on doing us. We're going to keep on doing the thing. And then folks is jealous, man. That dude is jealous as hell, bro. Like I'm telling you. And that's the thing. You can just see what it is. So what happened over there is narcissists came up against other narcissists, and they was mad because the other narcissists weren't following the protocol. Okay? I'm Batman, the world's greatest detective. My job was to figure out what was going on over there, and I did. That's all I needed. Hold on. But yeah, that's literally all I needed. I just needed to understand who was who, what was what, and why all this happened. So the red triangles, they're having internal conflicts and internal issues, just like God said they would, and they're all going at each other and doing it to each other. So just like the gangs and all these hoods that I keep telling you they're ignorant and they're soft, and they do it to their own, just like the Freemasons when I said that system eats its own. The red triangles, they're all going to do each other in right in front of our face. So it's time to grab your popcorn. Me, I have some hot Cheetos and some regular Cheetos, and I'll be grabbing my Cheetos and enjoying the show because this isn't YouTube. It's Karma Tube. That's right. Your karma, right? Just like I'm your karma, right? And that's what it is. I love it, man. I love it. See, this is what these folks do. When you've got people like this who are just naturally destructive, and that's all they do and know how to do, they're just going to do it to each other. Meanwhile, y'all can't even afford a popsicle, and I got 2 bags of popsicles. You can't even afford a hot dog. What do you mean? You never accomplished anything ever. None of you. Ever. None of them. And in the whole span of time, they've never accomplished anything. And I've accomplished accolade after accolade after success after success. If that's the price I pay, that people have to do electronic means, and I'm filing a lawsuit, they're going to prison serving life sentences, and they're going to pay me huge settlements, then hey, I mean, I'm a strong dude. That's all it proves, and that's the end of it. You feel me? I think that's a badge of honor and pretty cool personally. Feel me? So, like I said, at the end of the day, right, we do what we do. We're going to do what we do regardless and continue to get results and get what we came for, right? Right, boss? Now, y'all just got to sit there and watch me keep winning. That's all this is. On top of the world, man. Now, always, ever, man. Yeah, it's about to be hard. I'm about to be struggling, possibly majorly. I'm not going to know what to do. I have no choice. I got to ask God. I got to turn to God and do the best I can, man. All I'm trying to do is get by. I'm just trying to, eat, like be able to have food to eat, do what I need to do. That's about it. Right now, I'm all right. But like I said, pretty soon here, it's going to get tough. You know what I mean? Maybe not. I mean, I don't know. It's possible that things may work out and come together. I don't know. We got to see. But that's the thing is everybody is kind of flaky. Everybody makes no sense. Nobody's supportive. Everybody does everything to sabotage me. Everything is different every go around. It's just always the same energy. Like these people, they've never wanted to see me win. None of them. All my own people, they're against me. They haven't helped me. Like, no, every time they do the same thing, try to pull the carpet out from underneath my feet when I'm getting things going. Like, I'm literally about to get there right now, finally. Like, I'm finally in a groove where I can make the money I need to make and do what I need to do, right? And what do they all do? Just kind of sit there. Hold up. But yeah, like I said, people like it. There's some more folks waving at me. That was cool. People like it. People enjoy it. People appreciate it. I'm just here to put a smile on people's face, man, and a genuine one, and make people happy. And that's all I bring to the world, man. I knew the minute I was born. I remember like either when I was born or something when I was real little. I don't know if it was when I was born, but I just remember this moment when I came into the world, and I was so happy, and I just knew that I was bringing nothing but love with me to this planet. I knew I was special. I don't know if it was the moment I was born, if I actually remember it, like it was miraculous. Um, I don't remember anything painful. I just remember everything being beautiful, So I don't know. Maybe that's really how it was, But um, I just know who I am, man. I know I have a gift, and what's really sad, man, is all this, jealousy and envy going on, and why this society thinks that that's okay. I mean, that's fine. Y'all can do what you want. The people that are stuck in this society and brainwashed, I'm not a part of your society, so just don't expect me to put up with it. I'm not going to walk around mad and aggravated because, well, you're mad and aggravated at me winning and existing and being me. I'm going to walk around happy and a vibration of love and just try to do the best I can and keep this show on the road. My business is evolving. Like I said, if we can somehow figure this out, which I need donations from the public bad right now, I got a PayPal, I got a Venmo, I got a Cash App. This is a whole structural struggle. There's purpose in my struggle. My struggle is for a reason, and it's built me, and it's coming up against all these league organizations and corrupt folks and all these evil people. And this is what it takes. I'm not doing anything wrong. These people are trying to hold me back. They don't want me to have any food. They don't want to see me eating. They don't want to see me doing well. And that's pettiness, because it's besides the point. But I'm just saying all this is to build me, regardless of how it looks. It's all part of God's plan to build me. And that's truly how I feel. I've completely submitted to God and God's plan. I believe in God's plan more than anything. You know what I mean? Just like the way I believe in Christina and our love and how she feels for me and how I feel for her. And that's the truth, and that's what I inspire people to do, give it over to God, man. Take it from me. You seeing me in front of all you. I mean, look, all these people around me, they're all loaded. A lot of them have money. You understand? Not all of them, but a lot of them. They have money. They have a lot of money. And for them to know about me and say hi to me and all these things and talk about me behind my back, it's just petty that none of them want to donate. I just think that's crazy. I mean, if you got money like that, why would you not say, hey, you know what, man, that dude went through hell. I'm going to be a good person and I'm going to help this dude. Here's a couple of grand. I'll donate it. They could donate it through Cash App through a couple of days because they got like $1,000 limit. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's done that. And, it's just crazy to me. I think it's honestly crazy. I always help people with whatever when I have money. I've given people thousands of dollars. It ain't nothing. That's not a big deal to me. I'm not stingy. I'm not selfish. See, I know I can manifest tons of money. Money is limitless to me, and the minute that I'm in a different position and I'm not in this period of stagnation, you'll continue to see that. But right now, this is a necessary phase, and I understand it and I respect it. I respect God's plan. And this is the thing, these people, they're mad at me too because they know you will never feel what I feel. Number one, you can't feel love. You can't feel happiness. You'll never feel anything that I feel. But for sure, for damn sure, you'll never feel what I'm feeling now, which is all this real pride and just being truly proud of myself. And then having a real relationship with God and understanding and completely believing in and submitting and devoting myself to his plan and doing God's will and work on this planet. You will never know what this feels like. And it's the most amazing feeling in the world. It truly is. And that's from my heart. So, and that's the thing, man. I live for me, man. I live for what comes from my heart. Like I told my friend today, we were talking for a minute. He was out there when it was raining, and we got to talking. We were waiting for the rain to pass for a second. Right? I do my training publicly. Anybody can come train with me. You can pay me and train with me. Right? I run this business in front of everyone. Have every right to do it. We need clients. We need people that want to train and get in shape. I'll get you in better shape than anybody can in the gym. The gym trainers are a waste of money. All of y'all are not making sense. I'm stronger than any dude in any gym across the world. Come on, bro. I just broke four world records. It wasn't 3, it was 4. So, like I said, I mean, people just wish that they could walk in my shoes. They wish they had my experiences And that electronic mean stuff, it's just clear as day what they want. They're trying to, take everything from me. That's what they want, because, and that's just a weird thing. It's a weird mindset to have on a computer and a phone, hiding like a coward. It just don't make no sense. See, that's the thing. Stuff like that and energy like that. I mean, if that was who someone was and they was built like that, okay, I mean, I could kind of understand, but it still wouldn't work with me, and you would still lose, and you would still get back down like everybody, and you would just, come up against somebody bigger and badder, like everybody tells you there is, and I'm that guy for everybody. There's nobody bigger and badder than me, Duke. So you'd still lose, but the point is to have that energy on a computer and a phone. That's just corny. Like, no, all that stuff, I laugh at it, man. Like I said, what's the rush? Why so much typing? Why typing fast? What is the rush, man? This is what they all do. They all know exactly what they're doing, right? And they know that real dudes are matching energy, and then they sit there and say, "Oh, you're mad." Right. So your objective is to get people to be mad, strangers online, and you don't think that that's a felony? Yes, it is. So you're not making sense. You're bragging about doing these things, but it's all going to catch up to you. Everything, all this stuff that these narcissists have done online and off is catching up to them already. They're swimming in their own lies, okay, that they told about me, and they just, all that stuff is coming back to them. And now they don't know what to do and they're panicking. You feel me? Like I said, everything that you've typed or said is untrue. You try to do it when you're trying to isolate me online. What is that, man? Like I said, that's a weird energy, bro. It just don't make no sense. It's contradictory because it's a cowardly thing to do. So it's not a tough thing to do. And they're going to explain this to you in court. They're going to literally look at you. The judge is going to look at you, probably stare at you and be like, man, you've got something seriously wrong with you. Every one of you. You should all be ashamed of yourself. You know how many people are going to have to come to court? All of them. That Tommy dude, the Doc Simony dude, French Toast will have to come. All of you. Anybody who ever came across these folks in the red triangles and you were part of the conspiracy or plot, there's going to be people losing their jobs, like in all these departments and agencies, going to prison, facing sentencing, just like you see every day. Every day I turn on YouTube now, there's literally new police chiefs and new sergeants and stuff going to prison for huge criminal charges. It's called karma, homie. That's what time it is. It's karma time. And all these folks that, like I said, their job was to protect us and serve our communities. They've done nothing for us. And now, it is what it is. The chickens are coming home to roost. The hens are a clucking. And now karma's coming. And it's been coming. I've been seeing this. It's been the past couple of years nonstop. I don't think it was always like that. I definitely couldn't have been. All these things are getting exposed. These people are finally being found out that you all hire just anybody and you hire a bunch of slouches who are literally corrupt, and they're establishing illegal connections with folks and doing illegal activity. You need to understand that all these people in these positions are the ones who have, done all these crimes. That's what they do. They think they slick, and then what happens is what happens with all of them and all these narcissists. It catches up to them and they get caught. That's why a life of crime is never a way to go. That's why I love what I do, because everything I do is legal and about standing up and stopping crime. You have to have a Batman, because the only person who can stop fake authority figures and the corrupt folks that are supposed to be public servants, the only person who can stand up to them and stop them from committing crimes and doing illegal activity is Batman. See, it's necessary. You have to have someone who's so strong, they'll stand up to anyone. And that's what I am and what I've done. So, like I said, can't nobody say nothing or do nothing with me. You're going to give me my round of applause and give me my accolades, right? Because what I'm doing is amazing. And it's just that simple. And by the way, just so y'all know, this armor of God here, this 18 gauge steel armor ain't no joke, little homie. Feel me? It's like a shell. It's like a tortoise shell. It's very protective. And I have a feeling that it would definitely save me in anything ever that happens. So just understand that. I think it'll definitely help. You know what I mean? So it's pretty good, man. It's pretty protective. And like I said, I keep trying to train with it and get my body used to it as I can. Feel me? But that's it, man. These people are silly, bro. So if y'all ain't gonna donate, like I said, you're just gonna make it impossible again. I just got to try to do what I can do. That's all I can do. If I got to literally ask people for money, I'm gonna have to do it. I mean, I don't have no choice. And it's just crazy how I worked this hard, and I'm trying to avoid all that, But we gotta eat, man. I gotta do what I gotta do, bro. Like I said, there's no reason for this. My check is there. I'm making money. I'm finally got my business right where I'm able to make like enough money at a time every day. Like I'm making a living off this. It's all going well. I'm making money. So see, that's the thing. When people want to get online and start talking weird and immaturely, I've never been broke. I'm not broke now. You just have wishful thinking. Well, that's fine. What you want from me is not reality, though. I'm making plenty of dough doing this, man. It's just these people want to keep on sitting there and don't want to see me winning. And I mean, you don't have any way to really hold me back. It's just I need people in the public to donate. If y'all donate, it changes everything. I got a request on Cash App out right now for $10 from the one dude. I mean, he needs to fulfill that. If he can fill that, I mean, that'll help a little bit. But this $10 at a time stuff, dude, ain't doing nothing for me. I mean, that's the point. Like, y'all is petty, bro. Like, y'all should be donating 50, $100, thousands, hundreds of dollars so that I can just be good and run my business. All y'all had help. Every single one of these folks had help. They all had a support system. So, like I said, it just goes to show nobody wants to do anything for me. And I'm sorry, but I've made the concrete decision at this point. I'm tired of being nice. I'm not doing nothing for nobody. When I get my money, I want to take Christina and I want us to just go to like remote islands. Like I want to get the hell away from all you people. You're no good and you're just worthless because I'm sick of this. You're not going to sit here and treat me like this when I'm a human being. Okay. It doesn't make any sense. We're in the suburbs, bro. You understand? And these people are literally sitting here trying to stop me from eating when I work harder than anyone. Like, nah, bro, I'm not going to continue to, put up with this. So it is what it is, man. So, me in my position, I just got to do the best I can and do whatever I can to get by and survive. And I'm going to continue to try my best and do what I can. Feel me? But, if people aren't going to help, that's fine. I mean, I'm going to show you the same treatment and attitude when all y'all got your hands out, when God blesses me and gives me this money. Because if he does that, and I believe he will without a shadow of a doubt, if he does that for me, it's because exactly that. He wants me to have the money and keep the money. He don't want me to give money to you people. He never gave me a dime. None of you. None of you. Ain't nobody helped me. People breadcrumb and are mad corny and whack for it, but help? Y'all ain't help nothing. I'm not asking for help. I ain't never asked nobody for nothing. This is your job. You're here listening to me. There's a $25 ticket price for every show. Pay me. Y'all owe me millions of dollars. Yeah, I built this business. And I run my own media company. All right. Talk to y'all later, man. Like I said, get it right, homie. Reality never changes, and you got to deal with it, boy. Too bad, so sad. Wah! Stay mad.